In the highlands of Ethiopia, where mist clings to the forest canopy, grows a modest shrub with glossy leaves and bright red fruit. For most of human history, no one paid it any attention. Yet the seeds hidden within those small cherries would one day fuel empires, ignite conversation, and become one of the most traded commodities on Earth. This is the story of coffee, from cherry to cup. The legend begins with a goat herd named Kaldi, who, the tale goes, noticed his animals grew lively after eating the red berries of a wild tree. Whether myth or memory, the truth is that coffee was first cultivated in the region we now call Ethiopia and Yemen more than 500 years ago. Sufi monks across the Arabian Peninsula brewed the roasted seeds into a dark, bitter drink that helped them stay awake through long nights of prayer. From the port of Mocha in Yemen, coffee sailed outward. By the 15th century, it had reached Mecca, Cairo, and Istanbul, and everywhere it traveled, a new institution followed, the coffee house. These were places of music, argument, and exchange, where merchants struck deals and poets traded verses. Authorities grew suspicious of them, and more than once rulers tried to ban the drink outright. They always failed. When coffee reached Europe in the 16th and 17th centuries, it transformed the continent's habits. London's coffee houses became known as penny universities, where for the price of a single cup a man could join the talk of science, trade, and politics. Insurance markets and stock exchanges were born in their crowded rooms. The drink that had once kept monks awake now kept an age of reason humming. Demand soon outstripped what Yemen alone could supply. European powers carried coffee seedlings to their colonies, planting them across the tropics, in Java, in the Caribbean, and throughout Central and South America. Much of this expansion was built on the brutal labor of enslaved and indentured people, a shadow that lies across coffee's golden history. By the 18th century, Brazil had begun the rise that would make it the largest producer the world has ever known. Coffee grows only in a narrow band around the equator, a region farmers call the bean belt. It needs warmth without scorching heat, steady rain, and high ground. The two great species could hardly be more different. Arabica, delicate and aromatic, thrives in cool mountain air. Robusta, hardy and harsh, tolerates the lowlands and carries nearly twice the caffeine. A coffee tree takes 3 to 4 years before it bears its first harvest. When the cherries ripen, they blush from green to deep red, and on most farms they are still picked by hand, one by one, because they do not all ripen at once. A skilled picker may gather more than 100 pounds of cherries in a single day, yet that mountain of fruit yields only about 20 pounds of green coffee. What happens next shapes the flavor in the cup. In the washed process, the fruit is stripped away and the seeds are fermented and rinsed clean. In the natural process, the cherries are dried whole under the sun, lending the coffee a sweeter, wilder taste. Either way, the green seeds are then shipped across oceans to be roasted, where heat coaxes out hundreds of aromatic compounds and turns a pale bean dark and fragrant. Today, coffee is a truly global enterprise. More than 2 billion cups are consumed every day, supporting the livelihoods of roughly 125 million people. Most are smallholder farmers, families working a few acres of land, often for slender returns while the value multiplies on its way to distant cities. That balance is now under threat. Rising temperatures and unpredictable rains are shrinking the land where coffee can grow, and disease creeps higher up the mountainsides each year. Scientists race to breed resilient varieties, while a movement toward fairer trade tries to return more of coffee's wealth to the people who grow it. From a wild tree in an Ethiopian forest to the cup warming your hands this morning, coffee has carried within it the labor, the longing, and the restless energy of humankind. Every sip is the end of a journey that spans centuries and continents.